get this show on the road finally after 15 hours of shenanigans. So, this is what we do. We go through a few specific questions and then we have a free conversation about final thoughts and then we will rate the episode. So, the first question I'm going to go with Gotham. Give me a word or phrase for today's episode.
Okay, the only thing I can come up with, and I can't sing, but it was like the Rainbow Connection playing in my head. Just the way Tam found his purpose in life and taught Data a little something. It would be the Rainbow Connection. If you play that song in your head, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Bishop. What is your word or phrase that you would use to describe today's episode?
It's along the same lines. It's not the specific song. It's the theme of connection and the different ways the characters are connecting, whether it's Tam with Data or with Tin Man. It's that there's still a need for companionship. He's not looking for silence. He's not looking for all voices to stop. He's looking for connection and silence at the same time. So connection is my word. And now you can sing.
I am totally going to riff off of that later. Adam, what is your word or phrase?
Tragic hero.
Yeah, and tragic, not anti-hero, tragic hero. Nice.
I like it. Jill, what is your word or phrase?
I was, similar to everyone else so far, like healing from trauma. That a lot of times healing from trauma involves finding connection with others. And
yeah.
I'm like keeping it in because you guys are like hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And there are like other thoughts that I have. Okay, Mark. Yeah. Mark! Hi!
Hi. People suck, and I don't blame him for not wanting to be around them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough. It's bad enough hearing what's coming out of their mouth. If I had to hear what was in their head, too. No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. You know what? You guys are killing me right now. Okay, Linder. What is your word or phrase?
It's kind of a phrase of, sometimes you just need to find the right seat on the bus. So, he had all these great talents, but the mental illness was causing him to just constantly be like trying to find the right spot for himself. So very much along the same lines of what Gotham was saying with the Rainbow Connection.
Oh, real quick, Nzinga, I pulled up the sheet since you're on your phone. I pulled up the ranking sheet.
Because I was going to have you do that at the end. I know.
That's why I had to go get. I had to go get a keyboard and mouse from my workstation because my wireless ones are at work. Because I do a lot of, the cup game with my keyboard. Depending on where I'm going to be is where it's going to be.
Yes, I'm going to have to fool around. That's a whole other side conversation. Okay, so my word or phrase for today would be overwhelming. And I think it's pretty obvious why, but what I wanted, because you guys are talking about connection and being able to connect, and it's so interesting because you would think that he has that connection, but there's so many voices coming in and everything is so overwhelming and he's hearing so many things that he shouldn't be able to hear that he can't truly ever connect to anyone except for Tin Man, because Tin Man at least can block out all the other sounds and it's just that one voice. So now he actually does have the capability and the chance to have that true connection. And this episode is good. This is a good episode.
You notice his strongest connections were with both Tin Men.
Well, both Tin Man and Deanna
Yeah.
affectionately called D. I hate D. But
he was. I
Hate?
think it was. She was his doctor, so
the D.
he connected in that
Yeah.
regard. But as far as a true friendship connection, or more in the case of Tin Man, I don't want to know. He connected more strongly with the emotionless one that he couldn't read, and then this ridiculously overpowered alien creature.
I think he felt like he didn't even have to try to shield himself with data at all. But I think that he
Okay,
did definitely
Pulaski.
have a connection with Deanna. I sure as hell did. My bad. Okay, I fixed myself. But
You did.
I
She
fixed
did
myself
too.
fast too. Listen, I need another energy drink. But I
Does
think he
everyone
did
have that
definitely
against Pulaski thing? Because
They all
that's
do.
where it started
and
for me.
Zinga and I are Team Pulaski, and everyone else is.
I started
How is she
liking
also
Pulaski
the
at the
most
end. I started liking her at the end.
Oh, P.S. By the way, Bishop, I'm Zinga. So like every time they say like in Zinga, that's me.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But I feel like he did definitely have a connection to Deanna. Like there was a level of comfort that was there with Deanna. I think part of that though is because Deanna could shield her own emotions from him. Like I think that that's where that connection, that ability came in, was that she was still another Beta Z. So
Yeah, she can turn
there were
on
things that
the
were there for
filter
sure.
that other people can't.
Right.
And like we were talking about in the text chat while the show was going on about the filter itself, when that's not there, that's where so much of the overwhelm can come from. And just being able to put it up or have it there, whether it's because you can't read a non-biological, or it can turn it off, it can shield itself, whatever that is. You got to have that. There's still that need for connection. There's still that companionship part.
It could just be also that, Deanna has like Beta Z thoughts. And so at least they're in his own like intrinsic culture. So he doesn't have to decipher and handle and, like put them in a spot and figure out, well, that comes from this person's culture and this person's upbringing and that's acceptable to them. Like he's just like, hers is just maybe more background because he's so used to it.
Well, and their connection in that scene with just the two of them, how beautifully the way it was two friends just kind of talking in that quiet whisper way you do in a college dorm when you're off on your own, just the two of you talking about something. They captured that tone so beautifully with that bit.
Well, and I will say too, like one thing that he said that was very specific, he said that I can't deal with my own emotions and then having to deal with how everyone else sees me, because that scene with Riker when he was essentially having a one-sided out loud conversation with Riker's inside thoughts, that to me was so real, because especially as an empath, so when you think about that empathic side of it and what being an empath actually means, you're not telepathic, you feel other people's emotions. So obviously he's more powerful, but he's still feeling those emotions of doubt and distrust. So now I'm putting your emotions on me, now I'm doubting myself, I'm not trusting myself, and I have to take the time to try to separate, to your point, like try to separate out, is this actually how I feel about me? Did I mess up somewhere? Did I do the right thing? I don't like it. I feel them. I totally feel them.
It's part of that ADHD difficulty with focusing on just that one thing, or hyper focusing on that one thing.
I think full Betazoids can read minds. Troy is half Betazoid. That's why she's only an empath only. So
well, no, but what I'm saying is they're still empaths though, but they still have empathic abilities. So it's not just like when you talk about like reading minds and what is it? I can't even think of the word right now. Telepathy. So when you think about like telepathy and empath, being an empath and empathy, they're on the same body but different parts, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's a hand, one's a foot. They both serve very important purposes.
It's
Oh,
it's
shit.
very similar to the way your sense of smell is directly linked to your sense of taste, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, they're two separate things, but they work together in concert.
Literally everything just tried to like shut down on me. My phone was like, "Bitch, I'm about to die." I'm like, "Okay, let me plug in real quick." All right. So, ridiculous or memorable moments. Linder, I'm starting with you.
I mean, that last moment when Deanna is hugging Data and like he said, this is my home, and he's just kind of like had a growth moment. Yeah, that was a good one.
It was like, oh, it was very
Like,
sweet.
she's hugging on him and, for herself, because the hug doesn't mean as much to Data, but it probably means like, okay, now I'm doing this thing that humanoids do. I'm leaning in and I'm sharing my feelings, and I had the right tone. I elicited the response. He's probably feeling a win just for having, kind of solved that little puzzle for himself. That was nice.
Mark, what is your
For
memorable or
me,
ridiculous moment?
I don't know. I don't think I had any truly ridiculous moments in this one, but memorable, not necessarily good and bad, is just the annoyance of everyone. Everyone. I don't know of many people who like having their sentences finished constantly. In that interruption, just any of that, and just the way, and he can read their minds. He knows it has to piss them off, and he continues to do it anyway, just because he's in a rush and wants to get away from them. So he has no fear in pissing them off just to get what he needs.
It actually
I
helps what he
don't.
needs to get away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know if he knows that it pisses them off so much as like
He can't help it.
like he's like so focused on
how could he
it's
not
gonna be
know?
this, and this.
Well,
Well,
it's like ADHD
I mean, like
when
I do the same thing, but I do the same thing, right? So like this is part of the reason why I don't take meds, right? So when I was taking meds for my ADHD, I was hyper focused all the time. So like anytime I was doing anything, I just stayed in hyper focus. And if somebody like people would walk by me and be like, "Hey," and I would be like, "Please drop dead and die right now. Like, why are you breaking my concentration?" Like I was mean, right? So you talk about ADHD rage, and that was me. And it wasn't necessarily like I know that I'm pissing people off, or like I know that. I mean, I did have to take a beat because I realized like, why did you just tell them to like sit and spin and they said hello? Like, kind of not equal reactions. But at the same time, like even now, if I get really hyper focused on something and something is either moving too slow or if it breaks my concentration, I literally cannot help it. Like it's just it's like an emotional response where it's like, okay, like can we speed this along because I have to do this, and this. It's not necessarily a I'm trying to make you angry so much as like it's more important for us to get this thing done. So it's not necessarily conscious.
Yeah.
True, but I
see
think
my
you were in a conversation with people where you said something and you heard in your mind what they were waiting for you to finish speaking so that they could say the thing, and you already knew it. Like you'd hear yourself, you'd be hyper focused on yourself. That's the ADHD of it. You can't wait for them to finish their sentences. You're so ready to say your thing, but we're not also having to field the incoming thoughts that aren't being said at the same time. So he does have to know because he is hearing it, and there's probably a lot of it happening when he's doing it. Like he says the thing and he's like, "Yes, you 19 people, I know." I know you, all of you.
Yeah, and you see it in his moment with Riker, like, and no, Billy Boy, that
Yes.
that was his emotional reaction to having the anger directed at him.
Very much.
And like literally Billy Boy. Like I was like, where did we get Billy Boy? Like, no, Billy Boy. I was like, okay, we're getting a little snappy, a little sassy, okay.
And by comparison though, Luxana has all the charm because she could finish everybody's sentences, but she's just more charming and lovable about it because she knows she can controls the room, and obviously she's a different type of empath than Tam. But you can tell it's about the charm, the way you handle yourself in that situation. That when people
Luxana regularly gets on everybody's nerves, but I will also say, for in Tam's defense, I do think a lot of it stems from but I think a lot of it stems from he definitely does have some mental health problems, like some challenges that he's working through, and that is a lot of it. So I don't really blame him to a certain extent for some, like, there's a certain level of anxiety that I can recognize, because if I start getting overwhelmed, like if there are too many things that are happening at once around me, I react exactly the same way that Tam was reacting. Like either I will get up and leave, or I'm like on 110 and it's just like, oh wait, no, we could go do this. We could go, what are you doing over there? Like it's like the exact same thing.
You would hate my line of work then. And because I know I do. If my meds are less, they don't hyper focus me, they calm me down. They allow me to keep my emotions under control a little better. Because when I wasn't on meds, my temper was horrifyingly fast burning. Like it would it'd just take the little thing to set me off. And, but no, I see, but also I have that tendency to interrupt, to finish a sentence. So like, okay, yeah, your thought is almost done. Let's go. I know what you're about to say. Let's move this along to the next thing. I get his mindset on that. It's still annoying, especially seeing myself.
Well, and also he's kind of like a child prodigy, where he came to a skill in his life that was, for adults or for older people or for people who, like he was born and it was turned on right away. So you got to think about like all of the things that he went through, like any child prodigy that gets, thrown into, here's all these experts who are going to help you deal with this, and we're going to try to fine tune it, and we'll also benefit from it, and what can we
or exploit it?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I don't know if Data Z is like that, but he was probably inundated with specialists from a young age.
Right.
That's no good for mental health either.
Right. So Jill, I'm gonna move on because I derailed things. Jill, what is your memorable or ridiculous moment?
So I had a couple thoughts. One was that many episodes ago now, there was the episode where the mad scientist took over Data's body. Do you remember that episode? And Deanna said at that time that she could sense two minds in Data's body. But today, this very strong telepath was saying, I can't sense anything from Data. So that's a...
Jill coming through with the continuity errors.
Nice.
And then
it's
another...
supposed to be Adam's job.
Another thought I had was that this is the, I don't know, umpteenth godlike being we've encountered on this show. And it was interesting how they were treating it as though it was like this really novel experience to come into contact with a being like this when like it happens every other episode. So
okay, to be fair, this was not a godlike being. This was a biological spaceship.
That's true. Okay, that's fair. But
space walnut, space whale, one of those,
Yeah.
Right. Which is honestly, it's kind of like, I like this episode. Like one of the reasons why I really like this episode is because of that concept of there being a living creature that lives in a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
By like traveling people through space. Like I think that's kind of cool. And I feel like it's been like it's done again in Star Trek. I just can't remember which Trek because I've been watching like all of them at once.
I think.
Well, the motion picture kind of did it with V'ger.
But it's
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
the I'm not thinking about the motion picture though. Like I feel like it was either DS9 or Discovery maybe. Like there's another like that concept of having a ship that is alive. It was actually I think it was Discovery. Now that I think
Well,
about
there was
it,
a
I think
whole
it may
ass
have been
show called
Discovery.
Farscape.
Farscape. Yeah, I was
I'm
just
not.
thinking Farscape.
I said Trek.
Yeah, no, I know. It was a concept in it was a big concept in Farscape, and it was also something in Babylon 5.
That ship was called
Yeah,
Maya, by the way.
Oh yes, in Farscape.
Maya, was it?
Word on.
Vorlon, yes,
I
Ellison.
just
Vorlons. Yes,
I just think
exactly.
I think it's a cool concept because I mean it's almost like bacteria living in symbiotic relationships with animals and you know the
Hmm.
humanoids get to be the bacteria in a way, but I just think it's kind of cool. Adam, what is your memorable or ridiculous moment?
Deanna Troy's lack of HIPAA training.
Oh
Giving
I
away
noticed
yes,
that
all.
too.
yes,
Oh, he was a patient of mine. Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay, doctor.
That's a good call.
Okay, to be fair, I shouldn't even say to be fair, but also Beverly Crusher has no HIPAA training either, and there are all kinds of HIPAA violations that happen on that ship. They did
Well,
not
there's
take the annual test that they're supposed to take to click. They clicked through it too fast. They did not read the questions.
there's a difference between what Beverly did though and what Deanna did. Deanna announced it in front of the entire bridge. Beverly was in
What are
a
you talking about?
one-on-one.
What
Well,
Beverly? What are you
Beverly,
talking
are
about?
you talking about?
Beverly does this multiple times throughout the
Well, I'm
series.
just
She
talking this
I
violates
blame
episode.
HIPAA. I'm
Starfleet
not talking
And
about
Medical.
one thing.
another big point is Beverly was asked. Deanna offered the information willingly.
Okay, hold on. You're talking about one specific time though. Beverly Crusher
Oh yeah, she
like
does. She does.
regularly violates HIPAA. Regularly. And then like Homegirl will do like there's an episode where and I'm vaguely remembering it, but like, you know, somebody didn't want a treatment. Oh wait, no, we did watch that. Somebody didn't want a treatment and then they were all pressuring and everything else and I would throat punch a doctor IRL if I were like, I don't want this, and they were just like, oh, but it'll be great. I said no. But you should really do it. If you don't get the fuck out of my hospital room, it's gonna be a problem. Like
But you know,
I
but
couldn't
you know
do it.
what? But you know what? And again, Mark, just take it easy a bit. Polanski also, sorry, Polanski also did it a couple of times. So I don't think the blame is just Beverly or Polanski. I think we can blame Starfleet Medical for doing away with HIPAA.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what it is.
Yeah.
They didn't take the quiz. They did not take the test. HIPAA, like
Yep.
whatever it
So,
is, I don't know what it
does
is,
anyone
but it's
know
something.
when, like, because HIPAA was something that was enacted, like, when I was a teenager or when we were
Well,
teens
I'm sitting
or
in front of a computer right now. Let's find out.
okay,
I feel like it was in the 80s.
maybe it
Yeah.
I
might
feel
have
like it
been.
was in the 80s,
I'm just wondering
like
if
late
like
80s.
Might be outdated by the 24th century, where they're like, listen, for the good of the ship.
no, but
The
I'm wondering if the
the
writers
health
themselves.
Person. I
the
have
Health
history
Insurance
with a person.
Portability and Accountability Act of 1996
There we go.
was
Oh,
Yeah.
enacted.
okay.
Yeah, signed into law by Bill Clinton in August 21st of 96. So
So
HIPAA did not exist when Star Trek: The Next Generation came out.
All right.
Well,
Fair point.
I guess we're all wrong for judging them. Okay. Adam, Adam, were you done, or did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Oh, that was just it. Just her
Okay.
willingly giving up her patient's information. So
Well, apparently HIPAA didn't exist then, so that's okay. Bishop, what is your ridiculous or memorable moment?
The memorable moment is in the scene with Tam and Deanna, and just his physical representation of what his emotional state was. That was some brilliant acting in how he made it conspiratorial and friendly and painful, like he's talking with his sister, and be in pain all at the same time, and how that showed up in his body was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. I think it's a good episode for sure, and it definitely has good acting and good actors because we also get to see him eat spiders in another life.
Yeah.
Gotham, ridiculous and
Mine is
memorable
a
moment.
memorable moment for me is Jordy. Just watching Jordy in action. But what I love is the first half of it. It's a little throwback to Scotty. I can't push it, much longer. And then they do a callback a little bit later where he's just in his element and just doing what he's doing, and no hyperbole, no overly dramatic stuff. Just Jordy doing his job, and he's doing it so well. And I like that. I like that for not just the character, but the actor is just like, yeah, let's just watch him fix the ship. I thought that was cool. That's my memorable moment.
So, okay. So I have two. So one of my memorable moments is when Data stands up from the captain's chair, like when he was acting captain, and he stands up from the captain's chair, and the way that the camera pans as he's walking towards the screen. Brett Spiner is fucking hot. He was hot. Like, I was like, damn, why is this a memorable moment? Because, like, okay, Data. I was like, it took me a little bit. I was like, okay. So that would be one. And then the other one, my ridiculous moment, is when Geordi says it's going to take us 20 hours, and that's on double shifts. How long are your shifts that it's going to take you? Why? The math wasn't mathing for me because I'm like, so do you have like one human who would help you with this, or do you only have like one team of people? So then you're just having those people work through the 20 hours.
I always thought it was an additional team. You bring in another shift. It's double shifts. We got our regular shift, and we're bringing in the night crew too.
Well, okay, but
double crew.
Yeah, because a double shift to me is like you're working two shifts. That's what it is. So, like, if I was supposed to work 8 hours, now I'm working 16 hours, right? We can
hear his voice cracking right now, Mark. We can hear him saying, well, it's going to take 20 hours of double shifts.
I'm just saying, like, it's like, that's not really that long. Like, it's like, okay, so, like, if you're going to have... I don't know. It just didn't seem like that big of a deal to me. Like, because if you're working, like, I don't know. It didn't. It was the way he said it. It made it sound like it was absolutely insanity. Like, like it's just gonna take us so much. And it's like, well, why wouldn't you just, if you have like two different crews, everybody could work a normal shift or add 2 hours to their normal shift,
it would just
and that would be 20 hours.
It's overtime.
Yeah, but it's like 2 hours. Like, that's 20 hours. Like, it was like, what's the big deal?
That Picard wanted it to be. Like, if Picard wants it now and it's going to take 20 hours of double shifts, then yeah, that's
but he was
allowing for.
But he was supposed to do what Scotty does, though, where it's like, yeah, it's going to take 20 hours on a double shift, knowing full well it'll take him 8, or it'll take him 10.
I honestly, I heard it as it was gonna take the night crew coming in as an added team, and so everyone would be working at the same time.
Yeah, and bear in mind,
okay, that's fair.
The night crew is made up. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I used to wait tables, so to me a double shift is like I'm working the morning and I'm working afternoon, and that is a double shift.
No, that totally makes sense. But I think it was more that everyone would be working for 20 hours, both night crew and day crew.
And bear in mind, night crew is made up of life forms that work 50 hours with no problem because they never sleep. So
no, Jill, don't apologize. You were right. It's okay. Don't let them guilt you.
I know.
It wouldn't be Jill. It would be the rest of yous. Okay.
No. I'm gonna stick up for anything. No, because here's the thing. Somebody figured out that, and I saw a clip of it where they do work the 3 time shifts because they work in the 24-hour cycle in the starship. So Picard does the morning shift, Riker does afternoon shift, and Data does the night shift because he doesn't require rest when they're operating the ship. So they are working at least on 24-hour cycles. So it would make sense. Anything is right. It would make sense.
Or they could have meant each crew is going to work 16 hours straight.
which is still like, okay, 16 hours or explode.
Yeah. There's really no stopping
I
here
mean,
when you
now if they're
put it that
saying
way.
we're going to be working double shift for the next 2 months to clean it, yeah, then we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a hard shift. But if, oh my God, they
Right.
pulled one double shift. Oh no, end of the world.
Yeah, that's a really
I just
good point.
spent over 12 hours at work. They can kiss my ass with that double shift shit. I
Eric.
do. I work a double shift every day I work.
Oh, Eric,
Yeah, they tried
plus,
with me and I refuse.
Eric says, plus the sun can't go supernova at night.
We should
Flat
not
earthers
use that
joining the
typical weather,
talk.
but it's funny. It is funny. Okay.
My plethora joke
All
has
right.
been totally forgotten.
All right.
They worked a plethora of hours.
They did. Plethora. All right, so Gotham. Wait, hold on. Did I do everybody's ridiculous moment? Yeah, I did. Okay, I just did mine. Okay. See, I forgot about me this time, Mark. I forgot that I went.
But you had
Does that
two,
make you
which
feel
means
better?
everyone has to go again.
I have
No.
one more. I do have one more to add on.
Go for it.
The look when he first when he was on the bridge, when the telepath was on the bridge and connecting with the alien, like it was very orgasmic looking, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious because the first time, so when I watched this the first time, for the second time, for the third time, because I watched it obviously before I saw it this time too. I kept thinking that he looked like what's his name from Elf? Santa. What's his name? I can't think of his name.
No?
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
Yes, Will Ferrell. There we go. But like I was like, he looks just like Will Ferrell. And then when I posted the trailer for it, someone was like, oh yeah, like somebody said something like he eats spiders in Sunnydale. And I was like, oh my God, that is him. Like I didn't even connect it. And the thing that's so wild about it is I have rewatched Buffy so many times. So, and it never clicked for me that was the mayor. And watching this, I was like,
Wait.
oh, he still kind of has that.
I missed that too. It's the
Did it just
mayor.
like, look?
Great character
Oh my
actor, you
gosh.
don't know.
Yes. It is the mayor.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so glad it wasn't just me.
No, I totally missed that.
And it's like, once you know that, like, it was like the entire episode, all I could think about was him eating the whatever demon spiders from the box. Like, I just kept thinking about that the entire time. Like, he's going to become the big bad, and this is awesome. So they've actually had... Okay, so now we can count 2 people from Star Trek that have been on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's cross streams.
Armin Shimmerman being the other one? Okay.
Yep, and they've both been... I feel like the mayor's kind of the principal. After Buffy graduates from high school, the mayor is like the principal figure, and they've both been in that role. All right, so I guess we could go to final thoughts. Am I missing anything, Mark? I don't think so. Let's go to final thoughts. Dun, dun, dun. Y'all got so quiet.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who played
Yeah, Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, the man with the golden gun,
Oh, really?
and Dracula.
Saramanca.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, are we
Final
going
thoughts.
in? Oh, sorry.
Wait, you shout them out. We don't even have to go in order.
I thought this was a really solid episode. Like, good pacing, good storytelling, good acting. Like, I don't know if it was like the best or most memorable episode, but like it was a really good, solid episode.
That's
I
right,
would
Billy
totally
Boy.
agree.
And
Billy Boy in D.
and like, sometimes the guest characters are like kind of over the top, and like he was a really interesting character. And
He was over the top, but not in a bad way necessarily. Not in an overacting way. Just in
exactly.
you felt that that's truly who he was.
Yeah,
not
he was a very
because he
sympathetic
was.
character.
He was appropriately intense for what the character was. That made
Yeah.
him really dimensional instead of the usual ha ha bad guy we would see.
Yeah.
Which is partially why it's so interesting, because I was watching this. It's like, oh, he is a really good actor, because I didn't get any sense of discomfort from him. Like, me watching it, I did not feel like, ugh, like he's a little creepy. Him as the mayor and Buffy,
Oh, he's so
he
creepy.
makes you feel uncomfortable. He makes you like 100%. So these two completely different roles, it's like, for me to watch it, like this is like the 5th time that I've watched this episode, and it's like, for me to watch it like 3 other times before and just didn't even pick up on that. He's a great actor. He's a great actor.
He really is.
Yep.
For sure. All right, who wants to
It's a
go
testament to the
next?
show.
Say that again.
okay,
What did you say?
Yes, Brian Thompson's yes. I totally forgot about Brian Thompson. Thank you, Adam.
What characters? I'm sorry.
Brian Thompson. So he was the vampire. Like, he's always playing the monster guy. Like, he's always a monster guy, and then he was a Klingon in one of the earlier episodes.
Okay.
And then he was also like the one with
Dozai.
the painted faces
Dozai.
when they first. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
they
he's
call him
always in that role.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So in the
Yeah.
episode Rules of Acquisition, the ones they were trying to buy Tula Berry wine from, the Dozai.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So who's next on final thoughts? Because we had Jill break the seal. Who's going to go next?
I'll go. I like the double entendre with the name, where it's not only referring to the ship, but to Data. The way, because I mean, this was not a Data episode, but it had some good, really solid Data moments. So the way he is exploring connection and the meaning of life. What is the meaning of it all in this episode is kind of, I like the name. I felt was very appropriate for the episode because of, you have Tam, looking for quote unquote Tin Man, the ship. And then you have the Tin Man exploring, the depths of connection with between life forms and otherwise.
Well, then doesn't the black oil slick guy that kills Tasha Yar called Data Man? So when the
Yes.
when the uvula chair came up and created a space for him, and like I was like, oh yeah, Tin Man.
I will say something that's really interesting too, to your point, Mark, is they are trying to draw a very clear correlation between that too. So at one point you see where Tam tells Data, like, oh, this is how I see, like, this is who you are, essentially. You're very conscientious. You are the consummate scientist. You want to understand these things. And then Data looks at him. He says, I thought you said you couldn't read my mind. And he's like, I can't. And then later on, you have Data with Deanna, where Data says, I think Tam found what he was looking for. He needed the connection. They were both unhappy and sad. And when they got together, now that's been transformed into joy. And Deanna says to Data, you do understand him. And it's so interesting because, yes, as Tin Man Data, he's not supposed to be able to understand or feel or have emotions. So nobody should be able to read how he feels about anything. And he shouldn't be able to properly read how other people feel. He could read the behavior, but he shouldn't be able to understand how they feel about a thing. And he's done both of those things in the episode.
I have one more quick thought. You have the episode of, again, the two characters, Tam and Data. One of them is doing everything in their power to get rid of their connections, and the other one is doing everything in their power to form connections.
That's deep.
I will disagree in one thing. I do not think that Tam is trying to get rid of his connection so much as he's trying to find an authentic connection. Because with everything else always coming at him, he can't truly actually connect to anything. He just hears the noise. He's getting noise, but he can't actually emotionally connect to anything because there's so much noise. So when you get a chance to kind of shut everything else out and have that one-on-one connection, I think that that's what he was looking for, was like an actual true connection. Gotham, if you don't mute yourself, I'm gonna punch you.
Or at
Do
the
the phone.
very,
Sorry.
or at the very least, quiet all the noise. Tam was
You
trying
took
to
us
quiet.
right to the jacuzzi out of the deep end we've been swimming around in.
Just thank you. Appreciate you. All right, who's next?
Maybe I should go next so I can quiet the noise.
Real quick, how
'Cause I know
how
it's gonna
is it
be
you
your-
get the threat? You get to threaten Gotham and you don't get a violation, but I called Mark Alamo ugly and I
Okay,
get a
first of
violation.
all,
Don't
That's not
repeat it.
fair.
Don't repeat it.
First of all,
That didn't happen.
right? I'm like, why are you trying to get me to catch some strays? Okay, like leave me and the TikTok guys alone. Okay, we have an understanding. Sometimes they are chill with me. It's fine. Quit jinxing me. Okay. All right. Thank you. To my
Okay.
United States-based Russian spy.
So my final thought, and not to bring the mood down, is to me, I see Tam and Tin Man both suffering through a lot of pain and depression because Tin Man is suffering in space, being the last of his species, and here's Tam overwhelmed with what's happening to him on a daily basis, and these two connect and bond and just find a mutual peace, and are able to understand each other's trauma, because one is suffering through the trauma of being overwhelmed every single day, and the other one is suffering through the trauma of being alone and just spending a millennia floating through space and trying to find, some semblance of connection. So going back to the theme of connection, when you find that somebody that understands you and understands your trauma and you bond over that, there becomes a peace. The thing is, sure, we see the star collapsing, but we don't see what happens to them. And so we can't verify if, they passed away or, they're unalived. Maybe they just decided to float away to the other side of the universe and continue the connection because now they bonded. And it's important to remember that when you find the proper connection with somebody and you find a special relationship, it's important. Kind of like this group. Like we found each other, bonded over these episodes. Because that's the thing, Bishop. You came in and hopefully been here before, but we've been here for 3 seasons of TV, going on 4, and that sort of thing. I mean, what,
I think
50 plus episodes?
how many
And
months have we been doing this? Like it's been maybe 14, 15 months by now. It's been over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been over a
Yes.
year. Yeah.
Every
So
Saturday.
Yeah.
I think I feel like I started it in November,
Yep.
December last year.
Thanks,
Like
Linda.
around in there.
Thank you. My ADHD brain's not going to let this go now. Now I have to do math. Thanks. Appreciate it.
What? But
One of us has to
but
do
actually, it's interesting though that you say that like he was. I think they were both suffering from loneliness. I think they were both
Yes.
lonely. It's just one was lonely and physically by itself, and the other one was surrounded by people and lonely. But they were
Yeah.
both indescribably lonely.
Yeah.
Come here, you little
Yeah.
shit.
And so,
I'm
and
just
that's why it's like, to me, that was this great subtext of the episode where I thought about it, because when I've gotten my bouts in depression, I turn to my friends who I trust and who I love, who are around me, and who I know I can go up to them and say, hey, something's going wrong. And they're just, hey, what do you hear? What do you need? What can I do? And that's important because we all have that in our lives. Hopefully everybody in this room has people in their lives. We also have this live because this has helped me. Genuinely, and Marks, not ignoring Mark, but DS9 and TNG, just bonding with you guys. And mind you, we're not super best friends, but at least we have a group of people that I can come to every Friday, every Saturday, and just talk track and just chill and laugh. And that's an important thing, to not feel so lonely in life. And that's, again, the thing where at the end of the episode, when Data goes, I know where I belong in Indiana, like that, you kind of tear up a bit, because at least my hopeful side of the episode is that, yeah, Tin Man is floating in space now with Tam inside of him and just traversing the universe and just going
That
on.
sounds really bad. I'm a child.
What? But he's part of the crew. I'll say it like that. He's part of the crew now. but because that's where I saw the subtext. Once, that was the great thing about going back to that scene with Deanna, where he reveals the loneliness and the pain that Tin Man was suffering through, and that he just connected to that. It's like, and you realize the backstory. It's just like, whoa, shocking. And yet here's Romulans and the Federation fighting on whatever. But the subtext is like just two people in pain, and they just get together and they heal each other. I think that's a beautiful subtext of the story, which, again, connection, meeting, friendships, all that, it's important, and it fills me with hope. So there's my final thought.
We are 47 episodes in on TNG. I know you've skipped maybe 3 or 4 weeks throughout that entire time period. I've been a part of this. So let's just round it up to 52 weeks. So we've been going at it for a year now.
No, it's been
more than a year.
We started
more than a few.
Data fight.
We include some of the where we had to reschedule or something was going on a weekend.
The first week was like either the last Saturday. It was the very end of November of 2024 or like December of 2024.
Yeah, I know it was definitely November because when I started this page, it was supposed to kind of be a piggyback from a podcast that I was going to try to start with another mutual. And then I was like, hey, like we should start doing lives and do a live rewatch to kind of talk about the podcast, push it out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when he fell out, I just did my own thing. Like, I was like, you know what? I was already posting on the page and already had a bunch of stuff. And I was like, Holodeck Hoes is going to be this Holodeck Ho. Okay.
Yeah.
And I just kind of took it from there. So I know for a fact we've been doing this since November 2024 for sure. So I agree with Jill's assessment on that. Like,
so
it's been.
Well,
yeah, I was there.
Okay.
I was there at the beginning.
Gotham was there for episode 1. I was there for episode 2. Winder was like there almost from the very beginning too.
I think I popped in around 6 or 7, then missed a couple episodes, then
That
came
could
in
be.
again, and then I was there constant.
I should say, correction, I was invited to join the first episode and haven't missed since. So it's been fun. But yeah, it's been over a year. I think we might be going on 18 months, close to 18 months maybe. But yeah.
Well, and
it's definitely been over a year. It's just, I have my Saturdays where sometimes I do have a life mark. And so, every once in a while,
because I have a life. Shut up.
You're going out
And
with
I'm
your
glad
mommy
Bishop
and daddy,
still-
okay?
And I'm glad Bishop fits right in with the rest of us. Like, you've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Just have you here.
I decided to take a break between a 2-part episode, the Maquis Part 1 and 2. That's how much of an asshole I am.
That's a
You
rough
are an
one to
asshole
miss.
for that.
That's a real rough one to miss.
It is, and he is an asshole for that, for sure. But, I'm already way ahead. I've already watched that one too. But no, like we've been doing it for a while. I think we both make an effort to try to keep the time and the dates, and then every once in a while it's like, yay, I got blasted with my friends, so I couldn't be here. But I always let everybody know if I'm not gonna be live first,
From work, and I come home from work and I sit down in my chair and pass out till about 8 o'clock, and then wake up like, well, shit. Oh well, maybe next week.
Right,
I did
right.
that on Friday.
It happens. And then I was in the hospital one week. Like I know I'm pretty positive I missed it.
No
Maybe
excuse.
I started it. I know, right? Right. But no, we've been pretty consistent. But who else has final thoughts? Who did not give their final thought?
Well, this is probably like a tangent that doesn't need to be had, but I was surprised that there wasn't a part of the conversation about the Tin Man where they kind of really, they could have, and they just brushed up against how other people could really kind of use this life form, as opposed to it being symbiotic, where it didn't come out with, this is analogous to other cultures being, used for everybody else's gains. Like if they were just a vessel where, like he wasn't really getting anything out of it. So I was surprised that it didn't go that way. Every time I see this episode, I'm surprised that isn't how the writers went. Like I feel like it would just be too easy. And, like when we get to the fact that Tam and Tin Man were getting something from each other because of, they're both on the opposite side of the pendulum. It's just like, oh yes, this is what the writers wanted to go. And I'm constantly like, it could have been just another, stereotype of cultures using each other.
Mm-hmm.
I got one final thought is always the sorry, I'll be quick, but you're going to hate me for it. Is I always like to think of an episode, I just imagine it in the Mirror Mirror universe. And what would that have been like? So with this one, would it have been, Gum2 was already imprisoned and this guy had to get it away, and just all sorts of neat things to come up with of what would be like having that environment where Spock has a beard.
We may have that creature's.
Where Spock has a beard.
That's all we called it as a kid, is the Spock with beard universe. We didn't call it Mirror Mirror. We called it Spock with beard universe.
I don't like people calling him evil Spock because he's not really evil.
I didn't say
no,
evil.
Not you.
You said evil.
Not you.
I didn't say evil.
Most people call him evil Spock.
Really? I'm the good twin. I swear. I'm from this universe. Really.
I'm the twin.
Ignore. I just haven't shaved today. That's all. Really.
No, we were robbed of a mirror episode with this Next Generation. Oh, such a big regret.
Yeah.
No, I mean technically we kind of got one. We kind of get one with Riker.
I keep this because I am evil and I'm proud.
Lord. I think it's kind of cool, like the idea of the Tin Man being used by another species is a really cool idea because of the way that they actually describe the relationship, is that Tin Man was 100% not being used. So it's interesting because I feel like if the crew, if they actually evolved side by side with each other to have that symbiotic relationship, because even with Tin Man needed to be able to psychically communicate with its crew, right?
Yeah.
So I think that there's something to be said for the symbiotic relationship and the love and the emotional connection that's truly there between this ginormous biological spaceship Tin Man and whoever or whatever Tin Man's crew was. I think that is like a really interesting thing to think about if you translate it into our relationship to Earth, where it's like, we could stop shitting on her, but
but we don't.
I wonder
here
if,
we are.
I wonder if Tin Man's species was one that evolved, or if it was one that was created by the species that was the crew.
I think they were born. I think they implied that it was born.
Well, but like it could have been an artificial, like originally an artificially created life form that could reproduce.
In the Mirror Mirror universe, that version, that creature, we don't know its life cycle. I say because it's the Mirror Mirror universe, its life cycle is that once they get off camera and we never see them again, it feasts on Tam. And then it has a couple hundred years to find a super powerful beta player again. Then it has to eat again.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
At this point, though, I don't think Tam would
Tin Man
mind.
lost its crew.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It didn't lose its crew; it digested them.
Ew.
His little napkin.
Well,
Yeah,
that was
it's
my
exactly. Yeah. Ooh, Tam is delicious.
Oh,
Could I also maybe just have a little bit of some? Do you have hot sauce? Thank you. Good.
The only
my
issue with that is that it didn't bother to look for more of a crew. It just tried to unalive itself.
yeah.
It did look for more of a crew, and then it lost the crew.
Yeah, and when it's starving to death, it's going to be I'm going to wait here for the super powerful Betazoid that I can sense because this is my life cycle. I don't care if it's half a galaxy away. I can smell this
no,
dinner.
We have to take it a step further. It actually psychically reached out to Tam because it was hungry and it was hunting.
Come here.
Oh my god.
Come here. You are
It's been
delicious.
hunting.
Oh, now turn around for me. Yeah, that looks great. Come here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see how he got beat back
in their driveway, like, oh no! I hope somebody who loves spicy hot sauce doesn't
Oh.
park in my driveway.
Blurred Enterprise
Like, he
was door
seriously-
dashing Tam.
Exactly. And it's like right before he just started to num, he was like, oh, wait a second. There's the other Tin Man still on the ship. Let's beam him back on his ship. He's like, you don't need to see this next part. Bye. No.
Always a class conversation with us.
We don't need the container.
Yeah.
We don't
The
need
Imperium
the container
always-
the food came in. We just need the food.
The
It's great
Imperium
to
has
have
always
you. Like,
known.
here you
It's
go.
great to have you here, Bishop.
They served up Tam. Tam was the bait. They knew what its life cycle was. They wanted to catch it. They
Right.
served up Tam as bait. They knew what they were doing.
Oh,
They had
Nom,
Data
nom,
carry him over because they knew Data wouldn't get eaten by Gumtooth. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
That was good job. That was lovely. Okay, so now we got to rank the episode. So Mark, I'm kind of depending on you to figure out where.
did
the
everyone have
range of
final
where
thoughts?
This one should probably. I think so.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll just ramble on. I'm good.
Okay, yeah.
It's cool. Actually, no, Adam, go on ahead because it'll probably give Mark a second to figure out where we should put this.
All right. Just that Riker being Tam's main opponent was hilarious. It was just Riker beefing with him the whole episode. I don't know why they couldn't give him a Professor X type of helmet where he could block out everyone else's voices. And I also like that. Well, I don't know if I like this so much, but he's very indispensable to the Federation. Like he can do no wrong. Most people, when they f up as badly as he did, they would just get rid of him. But he is so indispensable that he gets to pick and choose his assignments.
I don't know if he actually did F up, though. That's the interesting part about him taking on other people's feelings about himself. Is like, because he even says, like, if he had listened to me, then this wouldn't have happened. And Riker's like, no, it's your fault in his head. He said it in his head. But he's like, no, it's your fault. And then later on, Tam is like, I should have been more forceful, which reiterates the fact that he did tell this man not to do the dumb shit and he decided to do it anyway. And then he started internalizing, I didn't do enough to tell him not to do the dumb shit. And it's like, I gotta tell you
I'ma
more than
touch it.
once.
Don't
Exactly,
touch the
like-
boat. I'm gonna touch the butt. Don't touch
It's
the
like,
boat.
okay,
I'm gonna touch it.
go ahead and do it. But it literally, though, it reiterates the fact that Tam is not lying about the fact that he told him not to do something and he did it anyway, and then shenanigans ensued. So from my point of view, Riker really is unjustly blaming him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Riker just doesn't
Riker
like that he
lost
gets
friends.
preferential treatment. He just like that.
Think that was a Deanna thing? Anxiety?
Maybe. Go ahead, Mark.
Probably did call him D.
I was gonna say Riker lost friends. That's why he's just angry and lashing out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, grow up. It's not his fault.
Yeah. Might be. You don't know. You weren't there. Were you there?
I know for a fact that he
That's
told
just how an
somebody
angry
not to
person would
touch the
react.
hot stove. Yes, and I would punch them in the face.
I went to the ER when I was told not to touch a hot lawnmower engine. And what does my dumbass do when I'm like 7 years old? Reach down and touch it.
You didn't have any little brothers to throw into it, did you?
No, I was the little brother. All right, so
Lord, not throw
where are we
into it.
thinking? Okay, so
Hey,
Bishop,
I was the
what we
youngest
do-
brother.
Yeah, I was the middle child between two girls, and then I got into a step family with two boys older than me. So, yeah. But Bishop, what we do, we only rank the season we're watching. We don't rank throughout. Just so right now we're on season 3, episode 20. I think this is one of the better episodes of the season so far. I'm a little.
Give me a
It's
range.
getting tough. All right, I want to put it personally. I want to put it between the ensigns of command, where Data must convince the human colony to evacuate because of the radiation, and then between that and the enemy, which is where Geordi is stranded with a Romulan on the planet, and they have to work together and all that.
I would put it higher than that.
I want to put it between those two.
Hold on, Adam. What were you saying?
I would go higher than that. I would go.
You think so?
You would go higher than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I agree with Adam.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
Well then, all right. Okay,
Actually.
then
I
here's
would
a
put
good
it
one.
below the bonding, though. I would. Definitely
I was
put it
just going
below
to
the
say
bonding.
between the high ground and bonding. But the bonding is when the young boy loses his mother on the away mission, and that all-knowing alien comes, and yet another all-knowing alien comes.
Alien
and
ghost.
pretends.
It's
Yeah,
an
well, I'm
alien
surprised
ghost.
Crusher didn't try to screw it then. But anyway, it was. But
That was one time.
It didn't sound like it
But,
was one time in that episode.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And then the high ground is the one directly below that, where Crusher is taken hostage by the anti-government Tiris while on a planet in the midst of a civil engagement.
See, I'm good with
I would
all of
put it
those
behind the high.
because I'm still sitting in the jacuzzi and you guys are still in the deep end. Really, get out of deep end, come on in jacuzzi. Just
Wait.
place for it.
Oh gosh,
Doesn't have to be
I
that
zoned
deep.
out. I zoned out.
I would go below. Oh no, you're good. You're good.
No,
Jill.
but what
I would
was
go
the-
below.
What was the episode that Mark just which?
So we have, I think I agree with Nzinga, below the bonding, but above the high ground. The high ground is the
I
one
would
where
put it
they
below
had
the high ground.
You think it would below the high ground?
I
The
would
high-
put it below the high ground.
The high ground was which one?
The one
Where,
where Crusher gets kidnapped by the
Cousin Balky.
evil, sexy spy. Yes,
Wasn't Balky.
cousin Balky. Yes, and she starts
They would
to,
never do such a thing.
Oh,
she
that
starts
one.
to kind of sympathize with the fighting of the rebels.
I would put it over that one.
Right. Yeah, I like it better than that one.
Yeah.
You know what?
yeah.
Actually, I might change my answer anyway, because I think I was thinking about the episode where they were having the treaty with the other place. Yeah, I was thinking about a different episode because I was thinking about the
Ensigns of Command.
not Ensigns of Command. I was thinking about the one with the dude whose
Soldier?
DNA was like altered.
The soldier guy.
You know which one I'm talking.
Yeah.
Yes, the soldier guy.
Oh.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Hunted.
that's
Where I
number
am
5
with this
right now.
episode.
The
I think
hunted.
this
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind
Okay.
of-
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I would agree. I think it would go above the high ground. Okay.
All right. So let's say better or worse than the bonding then for our vote. The bonding with the young boy who the alien pretends to be
I'd
his
say
mama.
worse.
Well,
I'd
I mean,
say
yeah,
worse.
that's why.
It's
Can we
below
do-
that one.
It's a vote.
That's, I think that's where we stand. Is it better or worse than the bonding? I think that's where we are in the ranking. So if I think that's where the vote should be. I think we're.
I don't know if I
not
could
in
put a
it.
vote up. I
You
don't know
did
if I could
last time
actually
you were
put
on your
one up.
phone.
I don't remember how I did it. Okay, shut up. Okay.
It's the one of the
I don't
other
know. I
two.
don't- I haven't gone live on my phone in so long. I don't remember how to do shit on the live panel.
Oh
on
wait,
the
wait, wait.
phone,
Oh,
so.
I found it. Okay, so if we think that this episode is better than the bonding, you're gonna give it a smiley face. If you think it is worse than the bonding, give it a sad face. And the voting is up right now.
You tap the icon. You don't actually put the face in the.
I think they got it.
This episode better than Bonding is Smiley Face.
Yes. If you think this one's better than the bonding smiley face, if you think it's worse than the bonding sad
Ooh,
face.
it's a
Right. So
tight
if you're
vote.
wrong,
This
you
is
hit on the
close.
smiley face. If you're right, it's sad face.
Morgan, you have
This
to
is really
you can't put it. You have to tap on the icon.
yeah. So like in
you
the
you can't just add a. There you go. Yeah.
I think they did it.
Yeah. Oh, so we think this is better than the bonding.
Finding it very difficult not to tap repeatedly.
Yeah.
Well, it
you know,
disappears once you
It
tap
doesn't
it.
matter if you do. It doesn't matter if you do, but I feel
It's
you
had to
because
deal
I
with
think
people
the
like me
bonding
before.
is
Okay,
better
good.
than
I
this
think
one.
I think the bonding probably hits very differently whether or not you've lost a parent yourself.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because I haven't lost a parent yet, knock on wood.
Well, and especially it's been at least like what 13 weeks since we saw that, so you get a little distance from something that was a. We talked about that episode for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
which is part of the
long.
reason.
Doesn't mean that
Which is part of.
we felt very passionately about it, but it doesn't mean that like it stays with us sometimes.
Also, that kid
So-
didn't lose a parent; he lost both parents.
Both parents. Yeah. But
Right.
so
But I'll say this like really quick. I will say that I think that the thing that was so much better, that was beautiful about the bonding, is that the bonding did show mourning and stages of mourning at different age groups and
Yeah.
different periods throughout
Yeah.
time at the same time. Like the bonding will always be a brilliant episode to me. So
Yeah.
I think the bonding is better than this one. I think that today's episode was a good episode. I think the bonding is better.
Yeah. It's nothing against today's episode. It's just the bonding had even a couple more layers, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. I like.
But I think we got outvoted.
I
That happens.
don't remember.
Democracy. We don't have to agree.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, the
I don't
vote
know.
was, but it's a tough one. I mean, I can put it in there.
I mean, there's not a tough one. We go by the vote.
I know. It's
Yeah.
tough to push the keys.
I mean, we're still in appeal for the other vote, so
Never forget. Never
never
forget.
forget. Yes, right there with you, Linder. Right there.
do you remember which episode it was over at this point?
That was the big goodbye.
Big goodbye.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah, when
forget.
everybody said that I cheated. I did not cheat. I did not.
That's for the
Oh,
I
court
did not
to decide.
cheat. I did not cheat. I changed the rules of engagement.
Not cheat. I moved.
I did not.
That's
I
a
put
Star Trek quote.
we
That's-
opened up the vote to everybody who follows Holodeck Host. So I just opened it up and did a video and had people vote through the video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that we don't?
Which I kind of want to do that with this episode because I hard
Go for it.
disagree with y'all, but
Go for it.
I
Gotham and I don't
It
have any money
requires
left
me
for
to
our
have
billboards
time.
anyway.
You know, I mean, like,
It's all in.
This
It's all in the
We don't have
appeal.
billboards.
I
It all
voted-
went to the appeal.
I voted that I like this episode better, but I could go either way. Like, if you, I could change my vote and then it's a tie.
It was well, no, it was
it's
two,
still
two.
it's 5. Yeah,
It was 6-4 or something like that.
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
change my
64.
vote.
Yeah, it
So
would be 5-5. Yeah. Well, okay. So, no, don't do that. We're gonna go by the vote. We're gonna
Okay.
keep the integrity of the vote.
Oh, we're gonna keep the integrity. Oh,
We're gonna keep
Gotham,
the
you hear
integrity
that?
of the vote.
Now we're going to keep the integrity of the vote. We're not going to go on a campaign to gain more votes.
That one was a tie, but that one was actually a tie. So there.
Allegedly.
recount.
Allegedly.
By rules of the group, there's an automatic recount.
Okay, listen, you people and your false accusations that this was an unfair and unjust vote. This was a legal vote, okay? Stop spreading misinformation. It was
Yeah.
a
All of a sudden, the
legal, fair
redistricting map
vote.
changes. Okay, I see.
So
Where are these
What episode did
votes
you say
held?
that
Are they in
caused all the
Georgia
problems?
somewhere? That we could take them, look at them, and check them?
Why are they trying to get rid of you, Mark? What did you do? Mark, what
No,
did
I
you
was.
do?
Oh, what did
I
I
just
do?
got
Mark
like a
Alamo
I just
comment
got
again.
I know.
I literally
got-
just got a notification that was like remove Mark because he might be down. I'm like, why are we removing Mark?
What?
Like
I
it
just.
like
They're
literally
good natured
just popped up.
histrionics.
There's two reasons they do
I didn't
that.
even-
If they see you drinking something they can't recognize, or if they hear you
Just getting
bullying or whatever.
flirty.
I was
As far-
just reading. I said, "What episode caused the problems?" And that's
Yeah.
all I said. But yeah, here, let me drop myself down and.
He said a bad word.
No,
don't
no,
go.
no, don't
I'll
do
be
that.
with Mark.
No,
Now
don't do
come
that.
back
It
up.
asked me. No, don't. It asked me if I wanted to get rid of you, and I was like, no, bitches. Like,
So now we know
that's
you're being
what
watched.
happened.
That's the important lesson.
Yeah, like that's great.
Apparently,
It's just
yesterday
weird.
too. I got 2 restrictions yesterday.
Yeah, you're still on
I
probation.
did get yelled at a couple of days ago.
Yeah, but I'm not
I did
fighting
get yelled
hard
at a
enough.
couple of days ago for talking about somebody.
So you guys said it was the big goodbye that caused the problems. That was the episode.
I feel like
So
we
maybe
had 2
I-
episodes
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
where we did it.
I think that was it. Okay, so I came in a lot later than I thought because I came in. I missed that. That was when I missed a couple weeks because I missed the big goodbye and I missed Data Lore. Because just life or whatever, and I
Data
wasn't
Lore was good.
I wasn't as
Yeah.
invested in this as I am now. So
Lindsay.
I was. It was just kind of like, oh shit, I missed it. Oh well. And then, but then now I'm just like, fuck, I'm missing the live. Damn it.
Oh my
Hi,
god.
Lindsay.
Anyways, Lindsay, I let you up to say hi because we
Hi.
were supposed to be off 15 minutes ago. But hi,
Mhm.
Lindsay.
Hi. No, it caught Mark saying a bad word.
Oh,
Is that
What
what
word
it
did I
was?
say?
Yeah, that's what it
I
was.
say
Mark
Say fuck all the
Alamo
time.
is
All the time.
UGLY.
I know.
it just
yeah,
now. I thought that I said that
UGLY.
like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
No,
it
was like
takes
5
time.
minutes ago. But I got booted when I was birding. Like when I was like live and it was like me and Gotham. And I got like a warning for dropping F-bombs in the woods, and I was literally just me by myself in the middle of the woods with birds.
And you said you saw a tufted titmouse, and that's a forbidden word. So
No. Yeah, for real. But
It's like, I mean, because we get a little spicy on the live sometimes, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I'm gonna have to go pretty soon, and then I need to figure out a way to edit out that entire. Anyways, we gonna upload this to YouTube. Is everybody okay if I upload this to YouTube?
yeah, it's
Okay.
fine.
Fine.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, I got a puzzle piece again. We've been up here for so long. The clock app was trying to kick me off again. But
that's
Yeah,
your
so-
battery warning.
it's not this time. I fixed that problem. But
we love the robot overlords.
Just mention how much
Yeah.
you love Oracle and you're good.
We love the
Yeah.
TikTok
Lord.
shop.
Let's say
Okay.
please.
It's a wonderful company.
I mean, I do. I wish you
Obviously
have us
you
would go
do.
shopping more on my page. You know, like
I send you
Mark, I
things
have
all the time.
you have dresses that you would look great in. You know, like I got a nice
Probably.
pair of leather pants for you, Bishop. You know, some blazers.
I actually have leather pants. My wife borrowed them, and she's like, "I love my leather pants, Mike. Honey, those are mine."
Somehow, I feel like
don't-
they should be hers now. I think she should just disappear them from you because I would. But yeah. So where are we ranking this one now, Mark? What number is this?
So
one
this
ranked
is
at?
number. This is now number 6, between
Okay.
the hunted and the bonding.
And it was the hunted that I was thinking of. But okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes, okay, all right. Anybody got any last second no monologues, goodbyes to say?
Just thank you, everybody. This is so much fun, and I'm so
That was
glad
great to have
we've done
you.
this
Every
for-
week.
Yeah.
Let me
Think about
add
what
you.
it used to be
Yeah,
like
thank you for
before we
coming.
had this. It was
Yeah,
if it
good
was
to
a
see you,
convention,
Lindsay.
there'd be thousands of people. We wouldn't be able to come together like this. So this is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
and
I
long
will
life.
say, so Bishop, so Mark does a DS9 rewatch on Fridays at 7 p.m. And then I have my TNG 6 p.m. on Saturdays. I do it every Saturday. If I can't go live, I'll let you guys know. And Mark does the same.
Yeah, I'll post a video
I have
saying
a
I'm not
date
going this Friday.
tomorrow.
Ooh.
So
Hey!
they'll probably there'll be a video posted on my
This is for
main
content,
page if
too.
it goes left.
It has double
A
purpose.
Sunday
Content?
date.
Yep.
That's
It is.
odd.
It is. Well, people are busy. I'm busy. Busy.
Hey,
But we're.
Is it
She
a
has
brunch
she has
date?
us on Saturdays, so
It is not.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Hey,
going
Mark,
to.
are you skipping next week?
I am. I'm
Yes.
going to dinner with my folks.
Oh.
We're going to Cajun restaurant because they do seafood and they're Catholic. So, yeah. And I skipped out yesterday because I didn't want to go. So I felt bad. So I said, all right,
That's
I'll go
losing.
next week.
Lord. Okay.
I just didn't want to go to
Anyways,
the
you
restaurant they
guys.
were going to, and I was tired, and I was cranky, and I worked for hours. So I was like, you know what? No,
You
I want to
don't-
do something that brings me joy, and then go to bed.
We're okay. You don't have to justify. We believe
Right.
you. We
Well,
agree.
All right. So, on that note, live long and prosper, hoes.
Have a good
Bye.
day.
Live long and prosper.
see you next
everybody.
Saturday.
See ya.
Bye.
Have fun tomorrow.
Don't you give me that sarcastic Vulcan salute?
I can't stand y'all.